Welcome to House Common Blood, where strangers are family. Every episode contains graphic content, including, but not limited to, copious amounts of blood, unnecessary cursing, death of all ages, be they infants or immortals, fantasy drug use, nudity, mentions of sex, and sound effects of various qualities. We cannot stress enough that this is mature content with adult themes. You have been warned. Be fruitful and become many.
Welcome to House Common Blood. We're a D&D 5e campaign. I am Gray, your DM and host, and I'm here with our players, Mega.
Hello, I am Mega, and I play the Bastard class Triton character, Eddie. I also play Eddie, and really any other kind of silly name I want to give my characters.
Followed by Nita.
Bienvenido, Nita here. I play the human cleric sorcerer named Ulia Oblak.
And you sound like death. Followed by our good friend Rakuzan.
Hello everyone, I play Mavet, the big tree boy who has chilled out a lot in his life.
And our fire girl, good old Moo.
Hello, I play a person that's always on fire, who is a fire genasi, artificer alchemist, who, seems to be always the one that sets off the traps because curiosity kills the fire genasi.
All right. So during our last session, we had a couple things happen. Mavet experienced, actually, we should start from the beginning. If memory serves, you guys dealt with animate statues that ambushed the team, and you guys promptly destroyed them without suffering any serious damage, minus the poor fucking bird.
Not our fault.
Indeed. Once you guys vanquished your foe, you went back and rested. You guys had a long rest in the kitchen. Afterwards, everyone had a level up. You all went back to where you had the combat, explored down the corridor where you guys found a shrine to the World Serpent, and everyone made an offering. Eddie offered his drugs and got some silver. Aluya offered her hair and got some copper. Seer, you... What exactly did you give again? What was the item? It was ashes. Draconic ashes, correct?
Correct.
Yes. And you got gold from that. Mavet, you offered your amber blood, and you got a gem. A spell component worth 200 gold pieces. And from those gifts, a door was revealed. And I don't believe I forgot anything else. You guys made a little bit of progress within this dungeon. Oh, there was one tiny detail I did forget. Seer did have a moment with Peckins while she was looking for infusion material. They went back and forth, and eventually he told her that eventually they should go see a ruin to the south. That Jean Laban, of all people, might be there. And from what you heard, there is a phenomenon that needs to be seen. I believe that's all the major details from last session. Did I forget anything?
No. What you said was in my notes, so we're good.
There you go. All right. You guys ready to get back into it? Turn on some creepy.
Oh, we're
party.
definitely ready to put our backs into it.
Oh, that too. Put on some tension and fear here.
Why do I
You know,
imagine
besides
you
all the
playing
sexual
circus?
tension in this group.
Oh my gosh. Just play Megan the Stallion. There you go. You get everybody's tension up.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Watch the high tension music be circus music.
Actually, let's bring in the soundtrack from Carousel just to really confuse them.
All right. So, just to reiterate where you guys are. You're within a long rectangular room where there is a stone shrine, an altar to Nahash, the world serpent that flies in the sky. There is an offering bowl beneath the altar with a bowl of skulls and stargazer lilies. Right besides this detailed etched statue are two sets of candles on each side of it. Both sides are unlit, and two curtains that extend from one side of the room to the other with yellow fabric. A door to the south opened up for you guys. Let me double check. Yep. It is open, albeit dark. What do you guys do?
We all heard the
Hey,
click,
look,
right?
door opened.
Yep. Everyone heard it. Everyone can see it.
Is
What
it
do
I
you
see
guys
a
do?
lot of yellow.
Yes. Yep. Looking down the hallway, it looks like it leads to a dead end.
For a secret door, it doesn't look like it goes anywhere.
Only one way to find out is to
Like,
delve deeper, but looks to Eddie.
like maybe because you're trying to see with your eyes and not with your mind.
Would Eddie like to, by chance, check it out for us? He is good with that sort of thing. Come back up.
I guess Eddie will take a peek, like see what anybody else is seeing.
Yep. You look down the corridor, and it looks like there is a wall at the end.
So Eddie will walk a few steps in.
Yep. You begin walking in. No traps trigger. Nothing crazy happens. Yep.
So as you get closer, does it feel like there's any place that just kind of like looks like it's a wall, but not really?
Yeah, as you get closer and closer, you get that sensation with the back end wall.
Oh shit, made a mistake here.
Yep.
At some point, I need to give Eddie some form of vision.
Okay. Yep. I got you. I understand what you mean. I'll put
And
it on
then
my
like,
to-do list.
hey Eddie, can you like go through that wall real quick?
You know what? I'm gonna say, even though your token doesn't have a clear vision of this, that with how, like, everything in this dungeon is mastercraft architecture, but I'm gonna say, like, with this false wall, that over the years there is slight deterioration without upkeep, and you do see like a small fissure where you can see through it. And yes, Eddie can easily phase through the wall. No. Him through. Oh. Hang on.
Other than that, does make me wonder. Like the wall is still solid. It's just like
Yeah, it's still. If you interact with the wall, like say with the mage hand, I can give you a little bit more information on that.
yeah, just
Yeah.
give it a poke and a prod.
Yeah, and as you poke and prod it, you feel like it easily moves.
Don't
And
worry, Braz. It's basically a door.
yeah, you you look down the hallway. And just to quickly describe it, there is a yellow carpet. Then to the west, there are two alcoves. Two. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. To the west, there are two alcoves. To the east, there are two alcoves. And near the center of this hallway is a crossroad. What's just a little bit disturbing to you, Eddie, is as you're looking down this hallway, you do see bloody footsteps, and they are rather large. They go from one of the alcoves to the east. Near the end of this hallway, they walk towards the junction in the hall and go to the west.
Oh, hey, Braz. There's some red footprints on the ground.
I thought you were going to say pudding.
There's pudding. Just
Yeah,
like suddenly everybody scrambles through the hallway. But yeah, like, we can totes go forward.
Might as well then. Kind of looks silly being like, want me to go first or you?
Mm, well, I want to protect you, but I want you to be able to see better, so I'll take it back.
Fair enough. Although I don't know if you would have been able to protect me from being lit on fire.
That is true.
Proceeds forward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You guys start lining up the hallway. What about Mavet? I don't see Mavet in this hallway. What is Mavet doing and thinking at this moment?
Mavet is attempting to follow the party.
Hmm. Okay.
Then he goes the opposite direction. Well, an
Yep.
attempt was made.
Yep. And just to quickly note, Peckins is also following you guys. Before he gets too far, he offers one of his feathers to the shrine, does a quick prayer, takes a little bit of copper, and follows tail. Now, I need to tell you, Eddie, as you're walking down this hallway, the first door to your east, you hear the sounds of snarling and just the eating of flesh, along with just a meek voice going, "Good, eat."
You're here that too now.
And
I
just
wonder if they're
to
eating each other out.
clarify, before you guys take actions, like, do you guys wait at all? Do you guys listen? Do you observe? Ignore? Interact?
Well, what Eddie said out loud is still canon.
Yep. Yeah,
They're,
that they're
like,
eating
eating
each other.
out or something.
I mean, whatever they're eating, it seems like they're enjoying it rather greatly.
Maybe there is another chef here in the dungeon?
I feel like the other dude would have mentioned it.
Mhm.
Then I think we'll have to assume it's not an ally, but an enemy.
Should we, like, deal with it?
I mean, we could at least try to take a peek.
I love how I didn't hear the K sound, so I thought you said P. Just like,
Mhm.
let's take a P.
Please.
That's why this hall is yellow. So, like, are we gonna open the door? Or peek through it?
I think that's the goal.
Okay.
Above table, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna open the door and just take a small peek.
Yeah.
I take a little peek.
As you open the door, you see that there is another door 10 feet down.
Quick! Kill it! It's a door! Proceeds forward.
Okay. Go for it. As soon as you go in, the door behind you closes.
Oh, good.
God damn!
And
Oh my god.
right above you, you hear a hiss. And you see a purple cloud descend on you. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Well, guys, now we know I am officially the trap setter off.
Mm-hmm.
Not one willingly, but I keep doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Did I try to open the door?
Oh, Gray.
Yes.
I just read my notes. I need to make one too. A Constitution saving throw.
What was that for? Remind me. Or if you can't say it aloud, text me.
It's.
Okay.
I think you just told him to remind you for him to roll.
Fuck, what I tell him to? What was it for? Oh, yes, because he sacrificed his own blood. Yeah, of course. Remember. I'll deal with you in a second. Um, First, let's focus on Seer. Seer, with an 18, you succeed. As this descends on you, nothing happens. And the door opens back up.
Oh, hey. So, like, what did you see?
A lot of purple smoke. I don't recommend walking in here unless you have a strong constitution. Then
Ah,
again, I could just be on fire and neutralized it. It's hard to tell.
no, I have a bad gag reflex. I'll stay out of it.
Is it possible to, like, analyze what this purple smoke was?
Make me an Arcana check. And while you're doing that, Mavet, make me a Constitution saving throw, please. With the 25, you know that I would actually say that you're fairly impressed with this. That was a sanitizer. Not only does it kill possible, I'm trying to think of what the medieval term would be or its equivalent, but essentially like bacteria, like cleansing the person who's going in.
Purifying the evil spirits.
Yes, purifying the evil spirits that is all over your body. Now, what's interesting to you is it seems like the spray also has an interesting effect. It will also terminate any passive magical effects that you have on you.
This can be a great thing and a terrible thing for a lot. I'm actually rather impressed. I want you to think of it as a way to purify one, but it's also a safety mechanism for someone to, how to describe it, dispel all effects on someone before they walk into a prior room.
All right. And just before we get too far into the RP, I do need to specify just for its effects with how high you rolled, because I feel like you deserve this. In terms of terminating passive effects from a spell, it is just immediate termination. Like there's no recovery from that. With equipment, it's up to a minute.
It sounds like something that they would make in the Gamish community.
So it removes the bacteria and then what?
It's a sanitizer that terminates passive effects. That's what you got to write down.
Basically, it dispels constant effects such as, like, if someone
Yes,
casts
that's better.
enhance ability, it just turn it off.
Yep. That's a better way of putting it. Yep, it dispels constant effects. Towards Mavet, you rolled a 12 with your Constitution. So let's take a moment to ride the memory train with this. When you cut your hand to make an offering to Nahesh, and that blood dripped into the bowl, unfortunately, you were not strong enough to repel the thirst that it had, eating your not only your physical blood but your spirit as well. I'm actually gonna need you to roll me a 1d10 plus 5.
Also, you're gay now.
Huh, why am I into stones now?
You take 12 damage. It cannot be reduced. And on top of that, This will take away from your maximum hit points, and this is before considering Hero's Feast. I know it starts to get a little confusing when we're considering like the increase and now a decrease, but keep that in mind. Make sure to jot down 12. You can investigate that further, but at the moment, it doesn't seem like a short or long rest is enough to deal with the damage that has been done to your body. If you want, would you like to flavor up the scene a little bit, like towards how this looks onto you, Mavet?
As we now go back into the past of the past 5 minutes of making the blood offering to Mavet, as he was draining his amber blood, you notice he wasn't strong enough for the greed of the offering, as the smoke inside his abdomen slowly becomes less opaque.
Mm-hmm. And I kind of want to imagine like even some of the smoke going into the mouth of the serpent and its eyes, its gem eyes glinting and shining ever brighter. Apologies. Let's switch things back up to the present. Seer has currently informed the party what will happen if you walk into this room. Doesn't seem that significant. Could be something to take note of. What do? You guys hear that crunching and munching of jaws on flesh.
So, shall we proceed forward through the other door? Or do you want to explore further down?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, like, I don't know if it's like a bad dude that we were hearing. I don't know if we're still hearing it now because God hasn't told us yet. But
Yes.
okay, yeah, that's totally happening.
Eat, my dear. Oh, you have hair in your mouth.
And you're walking. And again, this is as you guys were discussing. You hear a little bit of wobbling. Takes it out.
But like,
Oh, what a fine coat.
but like, it might not be like the best idea to like leave it behind if they like decide to come our way later, and then we have nowhere else to go.
True. Plus, we don't know how far the influence of, well, of that warlord we dealt with's influence was, so this person might be friendly, like the chef was.
Actually, like Eddie puts a finger to his ear. It's hey, bruh.
What's up?
Oh, I don't know. He's talking to Owen.
I
Oh,
always forget.
yes. Yeah.
It's so hard. Little dude.
Yep.
Little bruh. I'm going
No,
like,
that
"Ah!"
even got me for a second. So, yes, my otter friend.
Hey, do you like have any like really hungry friends?
Do I have hungry friends? Yes. Yes, I have friends who can be hungry. Why do you ask?
Like we just walked into like a clean room, but then like I guess somewhere on the other side of a door, there's just like something that's just like seems to be really hungry because we can hear them eating.
Oh, is that so? Well,
So
I
you don't
only
care.
have 2 rooms with sanitation chambers. Yes. One I have for my experiments, for the animals. The other is where the corpses go. It is my little. Yes, it's my crypt. I am afraid I don't know which room you're talking about.
Like, we just came through a door next to a shrine.
Oh,
Well, a wall.
yes. Yes, I do remember. Why did I make that? Yes. The room that you should be next to is for my experiments. There should be animals in there. Just keep hearing.
Do any of those animals talk?
Yes. Yes, there should be. There should be a rat named Marvin. He was ever so bright, one of my first experiments. He is the only one capable of speech. He's a good little boy.
Yes, eat, and then we shall rise.
I have nothing to say but good things about that cute little thing.
I don't know, the voice seems really into something eating something.
Yes.
Something about rising.
Well, he should only be the size of a mouse. Teeny tiny mouse. What harm could he do? It's here echoing from the room.
Well, I guess one way or another we're gonna find the secret of Nim. As he just like looks over to Seer. So apparently there's like a really smart rat living in there.
Yes. Don't mind if I do.
And you just hear a little ruffle, a little bit of metal scraping against metal, followed by the sound of a snap.
Oh, what a precious thing.
Then followed by one huge explosion, then a smaller explosion, and then
Oh, I wasn't expecting that. It's fine, I'm its master. Listen to me.
a third explosion.
Damn it all!
I feel like a lot of things are happening while we're just talking.
I don't understand what's going on. My curiosity's killing me.
Again, it sounds like whoever is in this room is occupied. If you guys want to, you can explore. If you want to talk to this person, is completely on the board. Like, it is up to you guys what you guys desire. But you do hear footsteps on the junction down south. And they're getting louder and louder.
Should I proceed forward?
Well, I guess one way or another, as like points down that corridor and then down south, We're gonna run into something.
Might as well pick the one that we see coming. Alright, let's, as above table, shoot. I think I'll just open the door.
Okay. Go forward. Open the door. Okay. If you want, like, everyone can step within 10 feet of the room just to get situated here. I'll go in detail where everything is. Yeah, that applies to you as well, Mavet. Within 10 feet, Aluya, of the entrance. So I should clarify. This tile exactly where Eddie is where the starting point is. Yep. Go. Mavet, where are you going?
Give it Mavet more options.
Okay. Noted. Alright. For now, I'm going to consider him within the corridor. I'll ask later. I know this is a little bit unusual, but again, just to save up on memory, I have all these encounters basically saved for positions. Although I'm going to put this into motion, combat has not initiated. Show you guys where everything is. All right. And let's do something a little unique here. Now I'm gonna try this for the first time with, or at least in this system. So just bear with me for a second as I get this set up. But you do see a rat. It is a tiny creature. Well, I shouldn't say tiny. It's small. It's a small creature, like probably between 2 to 3 feet. It's hunched over, and it's wearing executioner's mask. And as you guys walk in, it turns its back, or I should say, its back is towards you, and its head swivels towards the door and goes,
Oh, what do we have here? Who are you?
and you see within his hand a unicorn's horn, and
Oh.
yep, from his hand, your eyes go to the floor, and you see a hound with a iridescent rainbow coat of fur, just eating the flesh of a albino white horse. Just eating and eating and eating. All right, so I'm gonna set this up really quick. I'm not entirely sure like how this will look, but I do want to give this a little bit of a try since it sounds like you guys are gonna talk for a second. So just bear with me.
I just feel so bad for Seer right now.
Yeah. Yeah. So everyone, you're gonna keep your positions. This is where you're gonna be at. He's going to say,
Halt! Don't move.
and don't be shocked as I do this. Yeah. Move it a little bit.
It looks like the rat's holding Olivia by the hair.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
Typing notes. What's happening?
Yeah. Again, this is just to have a better visual of what's happening. I won't do this too often, but I wanted to try it out for a second. So yes, you do see this rat creature as he is holding the horn of a unicorn, blood red eyes. Just to describe the room a little bit, You do see just cages everywhere with animals. You see monkeys like holding on to the bars, screeching at you. You see birds in bird cages squawking. You see rabbits running and hiding. And you just see the rat hold its hand into the air, close it, and there is a deafening silence in this room. You see the cage that is the center of this room. It looks like there is hay on the floor and it belonged to the unicorn. To the south, you see barrels with various fluids. It seems like they're alchemic in nature. To the north, you see a table with even more bottles and alchemic ingredients. The purpose of this room is I can't remember how much I revealed, but it is up to what you've guys been told what has happened in this room. But there are animals and alchemic substances here. You see this rat, hand in the air, clenches its hand, complete silence, and it looks towards you all. Its teeth chittering a little bit, its eyes crazed and bulging, just darting between all of you.
Who are you?
Are you like the Marvin dude?
Yes, how did you know my name?
Like Owen mentioned you?
Owen. That damnable man. Ah.
And spits on the floor.
Like, you don't like him?
No. Look at what he's done.
And his hand does a grandiose sweep of the room.
He's taken our kind, experimented with us. He wants to make us strong, but so many of us have died. He's a despicable man.
Like, the dude's not, like, really a man anymore?
Hmm? What do you mean?
Like, he's been a big brain for a while, I guess.
Yes, I know he has a large brain. How else would he do this?
No, bruh, you don't understand. Like, he's...
No, I don't think
brain-
you understand what we went through.
Oh, easy with the hostility, friend. We mean no harm to you or to anyone. We're just chatting.
Hmm.
I think
Chatting.
what I'm trying to say. Yep, using words to just converse. Although, I think my friend was just trying to explain that Owen has escaped from his cranium and now is a massive gelatinous brain.
Like, almost as big as this room.
What the devil are you talking about?
You know, like Eddie will just kind of like,
It's not really to scale, but, like, just to give you an idea.
like Eddie's just gonna wave his hand as like a smoke begins to appear and like create a 5x5 version of what they saw in the room with a giant brain like hooked up to tubes.
Oh. What do we have here? Hmm. Hmm.
I want to. I think I might actually make a roll here. Wrong thing. Well, keep the roll. Fuck it. He did not roll for initiative, but he did roll a 4, which is good enough for me. He's just clueless. It's just not like clicking in his head.
Okay.
Yes.
What matters, though, is that Owen mentioned to you.
Why would he mention me?
Well, he told us you were like a really nice good dude.
That is because he fears me. Fears what I can do.
Mind if you explain a bit more on that?
Isn't it obvious I am intelligent, smart? While my kin eat shit, I live and thrive.
I can see that. I respect that. Good on you.
Like, figurative or literal shit?
Literal shit.
That doesn't sound like a good diet, unless it's rabbits. Are you describing rabbits?
They also eat shit.
I mean, they don't have a good digestive tract, so it makes sense why they had to redigest their own feces and whatnot. You know, I'm
What?
going off topic.
But yes, what games are you playing? Why are
Like,
you
if you want to
here?
eat better food, there's
Enough!
a show way back where.
Why are you here?
Well, I guess like.
Just kind of like gestures at the unicorn horn.
We actually were kind of looking for that.
My wand? No, you can't have it. It's mine. Do you know how long it took me to pick that lock?
And I want to say, during this conversation, Aluya,
Huh.
the dog to your north comes up to you and is just like growling. And its eyes looks like it's looking at a spot on your body. And you don't understand why. And you hear an ethereal hiss.
Oh. Hey, buddy. Oh, you don't like that? Well, I don't like it either. So, if you know of a way to get it off me, by all means, take care of it.
Oh yeah, I think the problem is that if they did that, they kill you.
Well, what if, like, him devouring it and it's like magic wolf or whatever and magic kitty of death? They balance each other out.
I mean, are you really wanting to test their surgical knowledge to your body?
No, I make poor choices. Don't listen to me. Just, But,
Go ahead.
little woofy friend, we're cool, yes? Be cool.
And it's just barking at you. But you do see from its mouth something a little strange. Seer, I'm gonna say you're the only one that can really like connect the dots and really put this together. Make me an Arcana check.
I'm able to do Arcana. Let's see what the dice say. Well, that's a natural 1.
It doesn't mean an automatic failure though. Is there anything you would like to add on to this?
Flash of genius. Make it a 15.
15? That is more than enough for you to know this. You see as it's panting and barking, you see a ethereal like fey-esque cloud coming out. So, like, each breath, instead of steam, you see little glints of light within its breath. And as you look at its eyes, you see that it's glowing a bright green. You look at its coat, its iridescent sheen, and it kind of makes you ponder a little bit. There are potions in this world to help you restore spell slots. And you begin to like think of the ingredients from this tangent in your head. And you would actually assume that one of the primary ingredients, of which, because of your role, you don't remember the exact one, but it seems like this wolf has been fed a diet of that magical herb that is supposed to regenerate your magical capacities. It seems like it is infused with this animal. In essence, a animal that can cast spells.
Makes a mental note thinking they might have a large supply of these herbs for a wolf to have so much.
Mm-hmm. But let's boil this down towards the point of this combo. You have an animal that's taking an aggressive stance towards Aluya. The creature, although not outright hostile to all of you, it seems you are getting towards the ends of his nerves. Not to say negotiation is impossible, but effective action needs to be taken. He does not want to get.
Would be able to
yeah, go right
continue the
ahead.
conversation.
Yeah, you can. I'm just making sure to lay it out. He does not want to give up his wand. You have the floor, Eddie. What would you like to do?
So, like, you just want to get out, right?
Me? Get out? Yes. Yes, I wish to rise as a king. I want to be a ruler. I need subjects.
And his eyes glint with greed as he looks at the unicorn horn.
And this is how I shall get them all.
So, why do you think the horn is gonna do that?
The animals, they listen to me.
And again, with a gentle motion of his hand, you see like one monkey in particular begins to bang at its metal bars to the point of almost denting the metal. And then, as it closes its fist, the monkey in particular, an albino white monkey, simmers down, begins to quiet.
They listen to me. I am their god.
Well, like, do they listen to you because they want to or because they have to?
What difference does it make? They listen.
Well, like, you don't like Owen, right?
I hate him.
Well, like, if you hate him because he forced you to be here, and you're forcing, like, these other animals to do what you want, aren't you just kind of like doing the same thing he's doing, just in a different way?
Okay, this is what I'm gonna do here. See if I can actually set this up properly. While I'm getting this set up, make me a persuasion check. We'll say the DC for this one will be 15. Don't get too excited. I'll go in depth about like this check and following checks, but I want to get something set up as you're rolling. Okay.
Let's see this roll. When you were describing the wolf, I just literally thought a Pop-Tart cat. I'm sorry.
A Pop-Tart cat?
You know
What
that
the
horrible meme where where they left
Nyan
rainbows
cat.
behind?
Oh
What was
my
it?
god.
Oh, when I thought of like a cat and Pop Tart, I was thinking Nyan cat.
Oh, I know what
Oh
you're
yeah,
talking
it is
about. Yep.
Nanya cat.
Yep. There you go. Okay. I'll put this on the table over here so everyone can see it. How big it is. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. Got a little clock. And what was your roll? 27. Holy shit. That I said 15. I know this isn't a rule in D&D, but since you went so far above, I'm going to give you 2 little checks right here towards the negotiation. Keep in mind, you're walking a thin line here. Like, failure could mean an outright fight. You make that. Could you repeat that for me one more time?
But it's like to summarize, like Eddie basically just made a connection of just like Owen forcing him and these other animals to like live as they do here, like essentially forcing them to live a certain way, and then like making a connection of like forcing these animals to do what they want rather than because they want to.
What do you know? Have you lived in captivity? Have you lived in a cage? No. No.
And he narrows his eyes. And you see like a creepy smile.
Perhaps you have. A gilded cage. Are you aware of your cage?
Well, I guess like we're all kind of like in our own little cage, but like in the end, I just try to treat other people like I want to be treated. Like be chill bros.
Chill. Raz. I have no idea what garments have to do with this.
He looks towards a parrot, thinking about what you said earlier.
Do you hate me?
And his little talon finger goes up to the bird cage. We see like the scarlet parrot just pecking at the cage, and he just goes,
Am I a chill bra? Am I? I am the chillest of them all.
No, you seem really stressed.
Yes. It wasn't long since I came attuned to this body. Yes. I gathered my followers.
looking towards both the wolves.
I granted them freedom, and now they listen to me.
You see that Aluya, the dog is nipping at your ankles, but hasn't outright bit you or attacked you yet. But it's getting close with that cat on you.
Listen, buddy, if I could give you this thing on me, I would. Just, easy with the ankles. If I had meat of some sort, I'd give it to you. As for the thing, you take it. I might die. I should die. I don't know. But if I could, I would. Just know that.
I look to Eddie and being like, I'm thinking this might either A, We might be able to just walk out, or we don't walk out, but we leave late after. But it's hard to say. They seem though they could listen though, so maybe a little bit of an extra push.
So, well, like, Marvin Brow, like, if you really think about it, it's, you kind of want to have, like, friends who are friends with you for friends' sake. Because, like,
Just like a kind of like pauses.
if you really think about it, if you have, like, a relationship where it's always doing something for somebody else because they do something for you, if anyone else comes around and offers something better, then suddenly you don't have friends anymore.
Let
That's
me
really
ask.
lonely.
Let me ask you this, Otter.
And he begins to move to you slightly.
When you say he's moving too slowly, are you imagining like
Yeah.
he's not a big rat either? He's this tiny
No,
ass rat, right?
He's small. He's 2 to 3 feet tall. But you see much like a prisoner dragging like a metal mug across the bars, you see him using the unicorn horn, dragging it across the metal bars, and you hear that ting, 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 ting.
Are you friends with Owen?
Say thanks for a moment.
I at least try to be friends with everybody first.
You're friends with a monster?
So I'd be really careful about how you throw that word around.
I mean, in my case, I've been called that numerous times, so I could see why it could be offensive to others.
You have a monster in your party.
Motioning to Luya.
Disgusting thing, isn't it? It's
Well,
pink
did
skin.
not wake up for violence, but you did. Ouch!
Like, why is Aluya Bra a monster?
That's all humans are. They're monsters. They don't care about us, our kind, our ilk. We're food. We're beasts. Yes. Yes.
I don't
How
feel
many
that
humans
way.
have you met?
I've met Owen. That is more than enough.
Well, look at it like this, right? See, Sir, for some reason people don't like Sir. I can't tell you why. She's wonderful, but a lot of times people want to kill her on sight. I don't feel that way.
I mean,
I
it's
never
probably
have.
because you're not afraid of me burning your crops with my hair, but I get what you're trying to say. Continue, sorry.
I mean, look at Numa Vet. He looks cool. He's scary looking. Look at Eddie. People are racist against Eddie. I've heard it. Someone here had issues as well. Seems like they smoothed it out. There's a prejudice there. I really like Eddie. Everyone here, they take care of me. And boy, do I make mistakes. I make really bad deals, you know? I have no beef with you. Unless you have beef with me. How does it go? You fucks with me, I fucks with you.
I would not fuck a monster.
Oh, what? I did not mean it like that, man. Whoa.
Just to explain to you, no, think of it as figure of speech. What they're saying is that
What the hell
if
is a
someone-
figure?
Oh. Alright, I'll keep it simpler. Basically, what they're saying is that if you fight them, they fight back.
You wish to
I
fight
have no
me?
reason. No,
No.
what is saying we have no reason to, so why should we?
If it helps you out a bit more, if you really are worried about our companion here, if there's an animal to refer to them closer than to a human who can be seen as savage, they're very soft and friendly. Like an adorable teacup pig.
I'm sorry. What the fuck are you talking about, Seer?
Basically, I'm saying Aluya's harmless compared to like
Okay,
other humans.
thank you. Yep, thank you.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And
Yeah.
I'm using the smallest, cutest animal
Yeah.
imaginable of old teacup pig, basically.
I've never seen this pig of teapots. Can you drink it?
Depends how you do it. But in reality, usually you don't drink them. You take care of them. And then they take care of you.
Okay.
Like,
Before you make your pitch, I was just about to lay a couple things out for you before you progress a bit farther, Eddie. So with mentioning, without outright denying your friendship with Owen, the checks got a little harder, but with Asir and Luya's tag team, that also reduced the increased difficulty. There is still increased difficulty, but it's nothing massive. Towards the points that need to be covered. You covered his insecurity with controlling his subjects, but you need to deal with other aspects. His rulership, the significance of the unicorn horn, before you can truly make a turnabout of this situation. The floor is yours.
so what I'm really kind of like getting at, brah, is like how big do you think the world is?
The world. It has to be 10 times bigger than this room. Yes.
Bruh, it's like way bigger.
20 times bigger?
Do you guys hear that thunder?
Like,
Because
like
I do.
I would say
Yeah.
like more than even like 1,000,000,000 times bigger than this room.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt the flow of this RP, but you have to understand from my end, the moment I said 20 times bigger, there was a thunder shock revelation. Like a literal thunder shock. Which was awesome. I'm sorry, you said it was billions of times bigger than this room?
Yeah.
No. No, you lie. It can't be that large. It can't be.
It is. I mean, we're all from different places. Far and wide.
Like the place where like my family's from, like it's a really big place but underwater. And the underwater part's like way bigger than the land part, as he kind of like taps his foot on the floor for emphasis.
I'm from a place where it's ice and cold, but very hot everywhere. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but that's the point. It's a very unusual place. But I am very much not from underwater. I am very much in the mountains and ice and snow.
No, that it is impossible. That can't be right.
Okay.
You've been in this room the whole time, right? You haven't had a chance to see the outside world.
I am not a rat in a well. It is not right.
The thing is, like, you don't really have to be. Whether you are or you aren't, you could, like, see the whole world. Explore it. Like, really live it, you know, bruh?
There's a famous food that you might like to explore. Have you heard of a thing called cheese?
What is this devilish creation you speak of?
It is a thing that I know will make your heart burst with joy. But for now, it is a mystery to you, as you are in this small room.
And I shall rule this species, this race of cheese. He shall be mine. Enough with your
Cheese isn't
riddles.
a thing, it's a food.
Enough with your riddles, Otter. What are you getting at? Are you
What I'm
saying...
getting at is, like, you're saying that, like, all humans are bad because, like, Owen's a human, right?
Yes.
But, like, you've only met one human. But there are, like, millions of humans.
Mhm. I mean, have I
Just
done
like,
anything menacing to you currently? Like your friend here is nipping at my ankles. Am I getting angry? No, I'm talking to you. I wish you could take care of my problem. I would give it to it gladly, but I cannot.
And you see with the flick of his wand, we hear a yelp from the dog as it seems like it just got hurt, much like an electric collar. You see
I did not do that. I have a thing on me. It's killing me. It's evil.
it was it it was hard to tell whether it was from you or from the rat, but the dog has stopped for the moment. Okay. Um I'm sorry. I'm just trying to think of whether I should even have you roll
But,
for that or not.
but so like if you'll
Yeah, go right ahead.
if you'll
Go
just
right
like
ahead.
continue the train of thought for a moment,
Yep, continue.
just
like, just as well, like, I've only met one of you. So, like, I can't really have an opinion on somebody who is. Well, sorry. I can't have an opinion on everybody like you just because I've met just the you. That wouldn't be fair, would it? And you've only met one me and one her.
points to Seer.
You gotta give people a chance to be the person that you hope they are, not the person you think they are.
Okay. This is what I want you to do. With this specific train of thought, failure does not mean outright combat. But you are you are dealing with I hesitate to say systemic racism, but cultivated racism from birth until now. It is a tough subject to tackle, but knowing Eddie, I'm gonna say for this particular one, it'll be a DC 20. And again, the main reason I'm saying not outright combat is because it's not revolved around the unicorn horn. It's not around like his subjects, but it is a harder check. Anything you'd like to add to that?
I can't add anything because
Okay.
I already added it.
Is there anyone in the party that can add to that roll? Because he already had guidance. I believe that's the D4.
Mhm.
Yep.
I will Flash of Genius. I'm burning a lot of Flash of Geniuses with this one, right?
Yep. Yep. And I assume that'd bring it to success.
21.
Okay. That's perfect. And again, you're going to have two benefits. Just to clarify, we got a 4-widget clock. And like I mentioned before, because of your friendship with Owen, it made that check a bit harder. But because you were tackling his racism and dealing with the crux of that issue, we're back to regular difficulty checks. Just to clarify, originally it was a +5, became a +3 after Seer and Aluya began to chat with him about the outside world along with yourself. You guys were pretty friendly, and now we're back to 0. So the original DC of that check was 17, that became 20. That out of the way. I'm gonna lay it out plain and simple just to make this make sense. I presume the goal of this social encounter is that you guys end up with the horn without outright combat. Am I correct with that notion?
They are trying to, well, at least Eddie is trying
Yeah.
to avoid a situation where he would have to fight this guy. Because
Mm-hmm.
Eddie is chill, bruh.
Mm-hmm. So, let me clarify. So, if you guys succeed on whatever social check you guys do next, there will be no combat. He'll become neutral to you. There will be no attacking, but he will not outright assist all of you. If the next check revolves around the unicorn horn or a way for him to amass an army, he is likely to forfeit the unicorn horn. There is one more avenue that is in my head right now, but I will not present it as an option. But if you guys happen to stumble or do it, I will also accept a third option with that. But it has to revolve around him gathering subjects or dealing with that unicorn horn.
Which
yeah.
Eddie will now bring up.
Before you go along with that, I do want to finish off with your check. So the frog in the well situation. I believe the rat, Marvin, cups his chin and just goes,
You're wise, Otter. Who are you? Are you a sage?
So I'm just a really chill bruh, but if you want a name, you could just call me Eddie.
Etty the Garment. Yes. Yes, I shall. The chill garment. I shall think about this. And her ilk,
eyeing Uluya.
I will consider that not all of them are monsters.
But yes, you were going to transition, Eddie. What were you going to say?
Yeah. There's like here's like a piece de resistance kind of thing.
But while you're still learning about all of that, have you ever heard of business?
Is it a monster? A human?
Nah, not really. It's like essentially like a bunch of people working together to make something that everybody can use.
So a king and their subjects.
Really similar to that. The king, we call that a manager.
Yes, so for me, I would be the king of managers.
Yeah, and you'd have like a bunch of subjects doing everything that you want them to do. Because you're the boss.
Yes.
You see it just scratching at its fur until like patches are coming out, a little bit of blood being drawn onto its talons. And you see like bubbly skin of plague and disease covering its pink skin.
Oh god, this thing is like that poor
Yes.
creature, jeez.
Yes.
But yeah, like my family actually like owns a business. So if you really wanted to, you could come along with us and you can become one of my family's managers. You said you're a smart guy, right? I'm sure you can pick it up pretty well.
If I become this king manager, will I have subordinates? Minions?
Oh yeah, they'll do everything you say.
His eyes glow. And he has a smile that is far too large.
Yes. Yes.
Make me that roll. I'm gonna say with this one, I'm gonna say the DC would be. It's a tough one. You made a really good point. I'm gonna leave it at 16, not 17, not 15, 16. Nice even 16.
Oh, whoops! Was about to be a 3. Not a 4.
Ooh. Anyone, anything? Because you guys are on the cups of avoiding an encounter here and potentially having a friend.
I'll use another flash of genius.
Damn right you will. I am so glad I said 16. It was one fucking off, just to tell the audience. Fucking good friend Mega Eddie, he rolled in total with guidance 15. He's one off.
Now it's a 20.
Yes. I shall be the king of managers, master of employees. Yes. How does that sound, Poochie?
And he begins to like pet like the wolf by his side that barks. And with that out of the way, he is neutral. And I have a good transition into what you guys want.
What will it cost, Eddie, to be king of managers?
Well,
Says like as he kind of like gestures at that like that unicorn horn.
I kind of need that to help Braluya. She might die, and I would feel sad if that happened.
I mean, you don't have to. I understand. If you say no, do what feels right for you.
All right. So we see the rat man. Well, I shouldn't say rat man. The giant rat. Comes close to Eddie. How tall is Eddie again? You've always described him as like technically 5 foot because of the slouch, but he's actually 6. Is that correct?
I've pegged him like more at 5'9", but again he's just kind of
Yeah.
like always like slouching a lot. So it's just like
Yeah. Yeah, so just imagine that size difference. Like he's probably all the way up to your your knee. I would say your knee in height, and it just looks up at you.
You promise to make me king of the managers?
Sure, bruh. I always keep my word.
What guarantee do I have?
Apart from my word?
Yes.
We can give him the most high of titles. The Karen.
It's like, snaps fingers. Do you know what, like, a contract is?
No. What is this contract?
Oh, good. You'll want to learn about this if you want to be the king of managers. It's basically a paper that's says it's basically a paper where everybody agrees to stuff, and whatever's on that paper, everybody agrees to it no matter what.
Hmm.
It's almost like it's almost like it's almost like making something into a law of nature. You can't go against it.
Oh. Yes, I would like this contract. Yes. Give me this contract and I shall give you my power.
Hey, little dude, do you have any paper?
I do. Pulls out a small piece of paper.
Okay. Let's see what would be good for this. Give me a little bit of flavor as you're tell me who's writing this up, how you guys are writing this up, and I'm gonna actually make you guys make one more check. It won't influence the an encounter or you guys getting the unicorn horn, but yes, tell me who's doing it.
So I think Eddie would have to be the one to at least write the contract for
Yep.
what I feel are obvious reasons.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna say. Really isn't a good skill for this. So I'm actually gonna do this. We are going to use your intelligence plus. You know what? This is actually gonna be fun. Intelligence plus your performance. And I'll explain why.
Oh, I am ready for my flash of genius to be burned. It's my last one.
Yeah.
Wait, an intelligence performance check?
Yes. Now I'll explain why. It'll be DC 14.
D20.
Yep. That's perfectly fine. Yep. Don't forget your guidance and all that.
Is that... Okay, did that in a weird order, but okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because like what it seems to like be doing is like regardless like which order I click them like in the text box thing, or kind of like going in sequential order.
Yeah.
Well, not sequential, but like die value order.
Mm. Okay. You got it exactly on the mark. You begin writing this, and I'm actually gonna say that with this contract in particular, you have a feeling that if this was brought up to court, this wouldn't hold at all. But as you begin to write this, flavor this up for me. I want to see like how you are writing this, what you are doing.
Oh no, I know exactly how you would
Yeah.
do it. It's
Yep.
like because like basically leaving it like specific enough to satisfy him, but also vague enough to
Yeah.
provide some leeway on how things are implemented later.
Yeah.
It's just like I, Edward Hayes, in exchange for transfer of property, give he would initially ask for his what he would prefer to call himself.
Mm.
Would he just prefer to be called Marvin and that's it? Or
Yeah, Marvin.
Is basically what I'm asking.
King Marvin.
Give King Marvin.
King Manager Marvin.
Oh yeah, don't worry, this part. Give Marvin the title of King of Managers and all benefits owed to this title.
Is essentially how that works out.
Yeah.
Yes, perfect.
And you hand it to him, and he can't read. It was legitimately all about the way you wrote it that was important. That's why. And as you give it to him, he's like,
"What am I supposed to do?"
So you held on to that, and when we get to I guess either once I get home or possibly one of my family's places of business, we would present that document.
Where is your home? I shall trek there.
It's in the middle of this. It's in this. Do you know what an island is?
Why would land have an eye in it? What did it do?
So imagine that a giant puddle, but a really giant puddle of water. We call that the ocean.
Yes, yes. So about the size of this room. I understand.
Well, way bigger than that.
Twice the size of this room? Surely an ocean can't be that large.
Billions times larger.
What is this billion you speak of?
1,000 millions.
You see his like eyes begin to cross, like he has two lazy eyes. They go to two separate parts of the room from that, and you see steam coming from his ears. Oh. Mm.
Well, anyway, there's a piece of land in the middle of that water. And that's where my home is.
Then there I shall be, and claim my status as king of managers.
So,
Like, do
what
you
he?
need directions or?
Yes, give me these directions.
Do we have a map? Looks to Eddie.
So, you know what? I think this will just work for now. As like Eddie, like using minor illusion, like like gets on the ground and like starts drawing drawing a square, and like a
Yep.
world map appears.
Yep. Yeah. Speaking about a world map appears, let's have a look at that world map. Just cause I didn't actually think that this would come into fruition this session, but I actually have a nice rough draft to show off to you guys. Hmm. Okay. So like I kind of want to imagine as you're like drawing this out onto you said onto the floor. Sorry.
Yeah, onto the floor, just
yeah.
so it's easier for him to see.
Yeah. You're drawing this onto the floor. And as you begin to leave strokes onto the ground, we have a top-down shot of the drawing onto the floor, and as we focus in on it, it becomes clearer and clearer until it becomes fairly realistic. Just to show you guys where you guys are. Right towards the river on the eastern side. Towards where Eddie's home would be, that would be towards the northwest of that position. So, in this direction. Although it's cut off by the map, that's where your home would be. Yeah, see Nito focusing on one spot. Go right ahead.
He's like, so in the big world that you still have the chance to explore, we are right here, and you want to get over to here. As he just kind of like draws a straight line toward his island home.
Mm-hmm. Yes. But just to quickly explain to you guys what you guys are looking at. Any of the black dots with a white outline to it are settlements. The red dot is the capital. And where you guys are, that is how large the Nistarat forest is, taking up about a third of this specific country. To the far east, we have Findle, that's on a plateau with Goldvin's outlook, not recognized as a. It's not recognized by the world as its own sovereign nation, but is recognized by the Reverend. I always mispronounce it. Revenant Triad, the coalition between Julriano, Thubaran with the Aunties, and finally the dwarves in Findle. Sorry, I got a little sidetracked here. You're pointing towards Owen's tower. That's around the location you guys are, damn near the heart of the Nistrat forest.
Yes. Interesting. This is the whole world? So large.
And for you, you know it's not even an eighth of the world.
It's like, look, he doesn't even understand the word billion, let
Yep.
alone
Yeah,
million.
fractions.
Just like no, just not gonna question it.
So yeah, if you just like keep
Yeah.
going in that direction,
Hmm.
you'll reach a place called Tandeka Island.
Ton. Da. Kra. Island. Island. What are these words?
As he's pinching his tongue with his talons.
It's not super important that you understand right now. I think you'll learn a lot on the way there. But just know that if you ever get lost and need to ask for directions, just ask like, hey, which direction is Tandeka Island?
Tandeka. Yes, I'll remember. This one shall engrave it in his heart.
I know what our epilogue's gonna be. It's gonna be a fucking series of shots of this guy's fucking travel.
Turns out he reaches there and he gets his wish.
But yeah.
Hey, if he gets there all by himself, it's like then that man deserves the managerial position.
What's your
Like, he has shown
qualifiers?
dedication beyond any other, like even 3 times his size.
What's your qualifiers?
Qualifier?
Hell's a qualifier. But yeah, so we'll
Actually,
go
it
back.
turns out he encountered koalas on the way there, and it's like, I know of this koala.
Okay. So we'll transition back here, and as you guys like talk, give out directions. I think
Most
Marvin.
importantly, does he relinquish the wand once he's satisfied?
Well, that's what I'm gonna get at. He just goes.
Yes, he shall be a stepping stone for me to be a grand king. It would be foolish of a king not to give you a prize.
And you see with the whip of his wand, the wolf north of Aluya dashes past her, then dashes past Mavet. Is anyone making an attempt to stop this wolf, or are you waiting and seeing?
Not doing anything hostile.
Not doing anything hostile. I would have to say, yeah, everyone would have attack of opportunity. Just to double check. Typically, Seer never takes that fucking action, but it is an option.
And I still plan to never use that action.
Okay. Mavet and Eddie then.
I won't take one.
Okay. And I assume
Heel
since-
turn. No.
Yeah, I was gonna say since Eddie fronted this entire negotiation that he wouldn't do it either. You see the wolf go down the hallway, and then you guys hear a dog whimper, followed by the crushing of bones, and the snapping of bones, and the snarl of the wolf. And what you think just happened is just like the other parts of this dungeon, that there was a Minotaur on patrol, and he took care of it for you. And dog.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. The dog runs back and heals. and he gets a pet from good old Marvin, and he goes,
Yes, you are such a lovely creature.
and scratches him beneath the chin.
Good work, good work.
And he hands you the wand, Eddie, and he goes,
Yes, you may have this. If you have the foundation for my kingdom, then there is no need for me to have this.
and you see that as he hands you the wand, the dogs still remain obedient towards him.
Yes, come here, my sweeties. We shall travel.
And he gets on their back, and it looks like he's gathering up material to go to the location that you specified. Anything else you'd like to say, Eddie?
It's like he'll say like, "Do you think you need to know anything else, or do you think you know how to get there?"
Yes, I shall go to this island that you spoke of. The Catsy Island. Yes, I shall find it.
The Tendeka Island.
Yes, Tendeka. Ten Dicks Island. I've got it.
So, yeah, once you get to the island, just ask for the name Hayes, and they'll probably get you to maybe the right direction.
Mm.
It's the biggest house on the island. You can't miss it.
Yes. And there I shall rule.
And I kind of want imagine we fade to black after that, and we'll go on break.
Thanks, Eddie.
You know, Eddie's just trying to be so nice, but like this creature is just like gonna get himself so lost.
And we're back. All right, you guys have acquired the unicorn horn, and you have made a potential ally for the future by guaranteeing that he will be the king of managers. There is still this room to explore. You see, like, some ingredients, some potion bottles, barrels of alchemic solutions and fluids, along with the rat creature, Marvin, who is messing around with the cages. It looks like he's going to bring a legion of animals with him. Otherwise,
Oh, don't scare me like that.
So sorry.
what do you all do?
I'm not gonna loot them till I know they're gone.
I will help her loot.
Okay, so just to get everything squared away, it looks like you guys are waiting until he takes the animals and leaves.
Yeah. So maybe while we do that, maybe we just explore more.
Okay, question. As he gets the animals, you seem like they're somewhat obedient, but not as controlled as they were with the unicorn horn. But they begin to follow him. He looks left, looks right, on the hallway. Do you guys give him directions out, or are you gonna let him find his own way out?
I mean, I feel like we'd be pretty big dicks if we didn't tell him which way to go.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need help getting out, bruh?
It's like Eddie like calls from the room.
Yes, this room was my home. How do I see the world?
That's
All right.
Oh, fuck.
In which case, like Eddie will give instructions
Yep.
based on like going left and right, essentially.
Yeah, so through Fort Keppa. I've gotcha. Yeah, so he...
Well, it's the way that they entered, and he's not confident that he'd be able to activate the teleportation circle. So,
I don't usually do this. Mega, in character, I need you to be very specific with what you tell them.
in terms of
The instructions you give to the Rat King to get out. I don't usually do this because I rely on the common sense of the character, but because of how dangerous the overall area is, I need specific instructions from you on what you tell him.
it's okay. Let's see. I believe everybody has left. It's although just in case, it's like he will still give like like the left right instructions.
Yep,
It's
yep.
like but he'll also make a note just like,
Oh, by the way, if you run into any like a small or really big green-skinned dudes, it's like just try not to like attack them. They're friends with me.
Mm-hmm.
also don't touch yellow puddles, okay?
Okay.
Oh,
Very,
also,
very
if
important.
if
Yep.
they do seem like really aggressive, just tell them that you know the otter from inside the fort. They'll know what that means.
Okay. You got most of the issues that I was concerned about. Is there anything else that you tell him? Because I do want to go over this path. Like, once he goes to the door, are you suggesting that he goes north, north, right, north, until he reaches the ladder that you guys came down. That leads right into the fort.
I guess he would probably mention, oh, be careful with some of the doors. Some of them set off like a giant flamethrower.
Hmm. Okay.
And oh, when you get to the forest, try to avoid anything that looks like this. As Eddie's going to minor illusion the it's like the infection, like an example of the infection, like throughout the forest. Don't let any of your legion touch that, because then like the force that's in charge of it might try to steal your legion from you.
Oh, that would be most unwelcome. Thank you, Eddie.
Anything else from the party, from Eddie? Any other instructions? Because you guys took care of a majority of my concerns.
Oh, by the way, Mavetbra, like, what did that creature look like that attacked you?
What? Ooh, in the library?
Well,
I don't remember. I don't remember something attacking me.
No, like, from, before you are what you are now.
Oh, the big great wolf. He's no longer alive. He's no longer a worry.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, is it the
No, I know what
statue?
he's. It would be just the same thing as me, what I would look like.
Mm.
But
Yep.
it was the thing that attacked me was the wolf, not myself.
Mm.
But it's like he was like making sure of that because like Eddie doesn't actually know what happened with that creature.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah. So, just to clarify, am I right on the path he's taking? North, right, north, until he sees the ladder.
Well, I guess actually
Can, like, your animal friends climb ladders?
Yes, they should be able to.
Also, just to be safe, try to avoid any puddles along the way.
Okay. Yep. Got the puddles. Got the goblins.
Yes, I shall avoid all of the puddles. And I shall be king of the managers.
And you will be a good king.
I guess also,
because like I'm trying to figure out like how Eddie would express like like the issues with because I'm wondering if Eddie's description is enough to cover like all of the the goblinoids that became Genasi.
I think with this, because of the amount of prep that you guys put in, the amount of effort you guys put in with this, I'm just gonna resolve this with a group history check. And again, I don't typically do this, but it is fairly important to the well-being of this creature. Who wants to
All right,
participate?
I'm gonna have Sarah try to remember.
Yeah, and again, it's just because I don't want to be a dick about this, but it is fairly important that hasn't been mentioned
It sounds
yet.
like something that happened like 2 to 3 months ago, so...
No. Okay, that's one.
That was one of my low rolls.
Mm-hmm. Thankfully, it's a low DC. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So just for the audience, it is 8 from Seer. It is 9 from Aluya. You gonna guidance yourself at all?
Oh, that's right. Yes, I will.
Oh.
Thank you. I'm trying to get rid of my character.
And
sheet.
is Mavet participating in this?
Mavet won't.
Okay. Then that should be enough because the DC was 10. And again, this isn't me just trying to pull tricks on you. The main reason I was asking for specific instructions was yes, the goblins, but it was also the route. Since I have repeated myself a couple times and no one denied the route that he was going to take, it would take him past the shrine. He is illiterate, and something would happen.
It's like, I don't think it ever really, like, did any... Like, I'm not sure if it actually even suggested that, like, if you tried to leave, that something bad would actually happen. Bad things were happening when we just didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is gonna be a dumb thing to say then. Just like, so, by the way, don't think too hard about this, but, like, when you pass by that bowl on the way out, it's like a... Hope that's clear enough, bowl.
Yes,
Just
that is clear enough.
Like, have, like, yourself and all of your friends in Legion put something in there as an offering.
He quirks an eyebrow. Yes, Etty.
Well, if you don't, like, something bad might happen.
Because, again, I just don't want to short you guys out, because something magical was happening. But yes, like, he does quirk an eyebrow, gives you a nod. And I will say with that, because you guys did go in detail, and again, I don't usually like to go in about the instructions, it's just there was a lot. There's a lot of dangers with this dungeon, but you have ensured his safety, and you see him off as he walks down the corridor to the north.
But now it just makes me wonder, we're gonna have to be careful when we exit.
That's
If we have to
something.
make an offering every time we pass by that shrine.
That's something. All right, that's enough of this. I've taken up a lot of your guys' time with this particular NPC. What are you guys doing?
Taking everything that's not nailed down. I'm sorry. When I hear alchemy ingredients, I must.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I said I'd help her. So whatever role
Okay.
she needs to make, I'll help her search and guidance her.
Okay. We'll say you take 10. I mean, it's this room. There's nothing really hidden to it. All the useful items are on the table. So I guess I will tell you what's available there. Is it alright if I just drag and drop it onto your sheet, Seer?
Oh yeah, definitely do that because I'll just look at it and see how it goes.
Yep. So I'll tell you one at a time. Okay. So the first one you find is a potion of growth. The second one that you find here, just to clarify, you can see it on your sheet, right?
Let me take a look. I'm gonna reset it.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
I see the potion of growth.
Yep. Potion of speed.
Nice.
And finally, there is one more unique potion that gets your interest as you find a potion of flying. Oh, did I
Oh my
accidentally
god,
put
we
that
got
on you?
Oh. I could see them all, and that is
Okay.
a terrifying potion to find.
Yep. You also do find a few healing potions as well. Put it on to you. Sure. Yep. That is correct.
Also, I'm sorry, did I hear a potion of lying?
Flying.
Oh, flying.
Yeah,
okay.
sorry. Yep. Is a potion of flying.
By the way, speaking of potions, I give an elixir to Mavet. It is cerulean blue.
Okay. And
then I keep my weird orange saffron bottle.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You do have 3 potions. Let me see if I can add up onto that. Yes, I can. Sweet. Okay. So 3 potions of healing, 1 potion of flying, 1 potion of growth, and potion of speed. It seems like the experiments that are being run here revolved around enhancing the capabilities of a creature after sustained use. Because when you did see Marvin leave, you did see creatures that were capable of flight, even though they had wings. You seen like a turtle, like sprinting very fast. It was a lot of abnormal things with these animals and combinations with these potions.
Okay, it was just speed, flying, 3 healing, and what?
It was speed, growth, flying, healing.
Got it.
Yep. I put it all on a Seer sheet. You guys can split it up however you want later. What do you guys do? You see a lot of empty cages in this room. It seems like it was used for experimentation. Yep. Go up to the barrel.
Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to check. So I guess after I grab the potions, I walk around, investigate the vats.
Okay. Which one do you investigate first?
The red one.
Okay, with the red one. Make me an... I would say... investigation. Yes. It would be investigation for this.
I'm helping her
Let's see
and
if I
she's
roll
being
again
guided.
really low.
Yep,
Oh my
natural
god.
1. You still want that D4?
Whoa.
Yeah, I'll take the D4.
Oh, does she roll with advantage because I'm helping her?
That is a 14.
Tell me how you're helping her.
I'm helping her do whatever she needs to get what she wants out of this room.
Give me a damn good pitch and I'll give her advantage.
You have to flavor it, Aluya.
Yep, give me the flavor. How
can't
is
well-
Aluya
say it.
helping?
I'm ready to roleplay if you want to.
Yep.
Alright, Sierra, so he left. So what do you need me to do? Okay, so that table's got stuff on it. Take it all. And then there's shit over there in those weird, I don't know, buckets, battles, something.
What was in the barrels?
Stuff like liquid. There's like different ones. There's 3 of them.
No. You, like, I know you said 3 different ones, but go into more detail.
Well, one is red, one looks black, one looks yellow. Do you think if I put my fingers in it, it would help, or is
No.
it like something I don't touch?
Tell you
No,
what.
like,
Tell you what. I will give you advantage if you do decide to touch the liquid.
Okay.
If Aluya decides to touch the liquid, because that is a way of deducing what the liquid can do.
I mean, Oluya, the big thing about, like, touching mysterious liquids is that you don't know what they are. It could be an acid, it could be an ichor, or worse, you just permanently become red or blue.
Red or blue, you say? Hmm. But what if I touch it and it gets rid of the cat?
I don't know if it's gonna work like that. Like, you're your own person. You could do whatever you like, but don't cry to me when you lose your finger. I may be a doctor, but I can't fix. Well, I'm not gonna say it to you because I actually don't want to be mean.
Well, okay. Maybe I won't lose a finger. How about this? I dip a piece of my hair in it, and if it seems to dissolve, we know it's acid, right?
I mean, that's one way. If you want to do that, go for it. I know my hair can't be dipped.
I will cut off a piece of my hair,
How
and I
much?
will
How
dip
many
it.
patches do you have? You've been cutting your hair a lot.
Yeah, because I do it from underneath from the back. I have long
Okay.
pieces of hair, so I start taking
Okay.
from the same spot.
Slowly,
go.
they're just gonna have a bob.
Yeah,
You're gonna be a bald old lady in the future. Okay.
it will suit me.
Like, you know, I can't help but feel as though like Aluya has had like some very conflicting experiences with Locks for Love.
All right. Yeah, no, that's brilliant. So you cut off a lock of your hair, put it into the barrel of red liquid, and you see it dissolve immediately. And your
Well,
salmon colored hair does turn blue.
okay. I would be blue.
I was joking on. Well, never mind.
Well, I
I'll
would have.
investigate it further.
Yeah. It from give me an advantage roll. Or sorry, not an advantage roll, make one more roll on top of what you have.
Oh my
A
god.
2. Roll me the 1d4. Yeah.
Oh
Um,
my god.
I mean,
Okay, I
technically
haven't.
she already rolled it.
Yeah. Yeah, we can go with the 4, so that'd be 15.
If it helps you out, if I don't get anything from it, I have the perfect line
Yeah.
to describe it. So did I get any info on it? What it is?
Okay, so from what you gather from it, this is dragon's venom. That is just the name of the concoction. It is not actually dragon's venom. It is just a combination of acids that cause this effect. It's well known for the blue scarring that it leaves onto its enemies when injected into the bloodstream. It makes blood veins. It makes the veins visible with a very blue tint. Not favorable among assassins, but good for a very, very quick kill.
Oh yeah, do you know what this is?
Not fruit punch, I assume.
It is very dangerous. That's all you need to know.
Yep, it is a very dangerous concoction. In fact, I'm not sure if you have anything on you that can properly hold this acid without being damaged or corroded. It seems like this barrel in particular was specially made and reinforced for this acid. From what you
You
can
have a lot of
gather,
glass vials,
yeah,
so
yeah. From what you can gather, the main reason it is in here is it's more than likely to test the resilience of an animal.
sad experiments. If I have a way to carry this, would be a very useful tool. I don't think I have the means though, unless it evaporates glass. We could always test it, but for now, walks over to the other, like, 2 vats.
Okay. Which one do you check next? The yellow or black liquid?
I'm gonna check the black liquid to see if it turns someone pink.
Okay, well,
Investigation could be with advantage if Luya tells me what she's doing this time. You dunking your hair in it again, or are you trying something different?
trying to see what I have on me.
I mean, let's see if I get a low number again. Oh my god, I am having
Roll
horrible
that. Yeah,
rolls.
roll that d4.
Well, I have some rope, so what if I just dunk some of the rope in, and if it goes sizzle sizzle, we know it's also bad.
I mean, you could always try that.
I'll get a piece of the rope out from the
Okay.
bag of holding. Just gonna like a tongue stick it out.
Ah, yes, the potion of killing Gray.
I'm sorry, what was that? I was looking at something quick.
Correction, the potion of distracting Gray.
Yes. What the fuck did you say, Luya?
So she's just like reaching deep into the bag of holding, and she just
Yeah.
grabs the rope and kind of like a rope tongue, just dips it into the vat and see what happens.
Okay. With this experiment that you're doing, Luya, she will not get advantage. But thankfully, yes. Seer, this is what you get from the barrel. So, with this barrel, this is called Ball's Tears. From what you can gather, if a creature is submerged in this liquid and essentially fermented with this liquid for a week, that it comes back to life as a cheap form of resurrection. But something's eluding you, like there is a very, very high cost to this process.
I know it has great potential to saving lives, but I just know it's not something that people would be investing in. I don't think I could take a vial of, not a vial, a flask of this, and then I could analyze it later, but I'm pretty sure that it has great boons for those that need to come back from the dead. It's just that, well, you can't really exactly call it living. I don't remember the details, but I know it's not great. I will put a flask of it into my inventory. I'll call it the flask of black stuff.
Ball's Tears, so I don't have to go skimming through my notes again. So you're checking out the final barrel.
Correct.
All right. The final barrel. Give me that investigation check. And Luya, how are you assisting?
All right. So we've got more pieces of rope. I'm gonna cut off another piece of my hair, and then there's like metal pieces everywhere, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna see how acidic everything is, if it can burn the metal. So I'm just gonna hold all three things to see if which one burns away and how fast it happens.
Seer, it's not needed. I was going to say not only roll with advantage, but roll with an additional +5.
I mean, let me roll another advantage just in case, just to see what happens. God damn it, why weren't you there for me, dice?
Yeah, so this fluid in particular is just simply called the Scales of Nahesh. Again, just like the shrine before you. This is a little bit more unique. Mechanically, what this does is when you coat yourselves within this for an hour, you get a +1 to your AC for 24 hours. In particular, in relation with the experiments that have been happening within this room, you're starting to see the pattern. Like one remedy that's acidic to damage a creature, one remedy to bring back a creature, and another remedy to reinforce the skin of a creature. It lines up with what Owen was saying about trying to essentially find a material to graft for his skin. He was looking for something resilient. But that is what you see.
Oh, I know people would have a field day to play with this. Being able to make yourself hardened.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Yeah. It is your choice. Like you have bottles on you. I'm gonna be perfectly frank. What you have on your body is what you can take away. It's your choice what you want to take from the barrels. But the most useful would be the red barrel and the yellow barrel.
What I think I'll do is that I will grab 3 flasks of the yellow barrel. I wish I could grab some from the red barrel, but you even say it might melt glass, right?
It could.
That's how acidic it is. It's very much like volatile.
It appears so.
I'd rather not risk destroying all my stuff over having a really good equipment. Unless I have a way to make it so it doesn't break. And I don't have that means right now.
Okay.
So I'm going to take 3 flasks of this yellow oil.
Okay.
What was the name again?
The Scales of Nahesh. Just
The other one was called
yeah.
the Ball's Tears.
Balls Tears, yes. Tears of Balls. Balls Tears. Just for
I mean, I've never personally called them balls tears, but
yeah,
sure.
I know I thought about it when Olivia asked. Yes.
That's why I had to ask. I was like, did I hear correctly? Am I
Ball
typing
sweat.
this right?
Ball sweat. Tears of Ball. That's the official name, Tears of Ball. Seer, just so you have shorthand note of it, the liquid in question, just make sure that you have the key information down, that it is +1 to your AC after, I don't know what the proper mechanical term would be, but after applying for 1 hour, the constant effect remains for 24 hours.
Will do. It's a very useful item if we're in a tight situation of need to run through things or in combat.
Yep. It's a nice +1. And obviously, one use of the potion goes to one individual. All right. Anything else in this room that you'd like to investigate? Anything you want to do?
I don't think there's really any major stuff in here, unless
Nope.
the only thing I would say is this weird little alcove thing here.
Yeah, it is weird, isn't it?
Yeah, I might just investigate that area.
Investigate it.
Watch it.
It
Watch
always
me
smells
just
like
get a
pee in
natural
here.
1 again. Okay, I'm better.
The door opens. Or I should say, the wall opens. And right before you is the bone pile of a minotaur.
Looks to the Minotaur. Minotaur looks back. Slowly closes the wall back
It
up.
is completely dead. It is 100% destroyed. Yeah, you can say the skull, but I just need to reinforce that. The dog did a number on these bones.
Well, looks like we don't need to worry about this area. Eddie, I think this leads down to some part of the hallway we missed.
So you go to the alcove in the room to the south. It opens up into a hallway through the wall. You have a long hallway that goes east and west.
I'm not gonna run ahead of the group because this is how I got myself hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And then just kind of look down and go like, well, I see the blood stains from one end. And then the other way there's stairs. I think it leads back to where we fought those armor things based off orientation of the area we've been exploring, but I don't know if there's anything in between. Shall we proceed forward? I don't think there's anything else in this room. We already got a lot of potions. And if the vats are something important we could grab, we'll grab them again later. Just don't tip over the red one unless you wish to die early.
I mean, yeah, it does smell pretty bad in here.
Says the man who regularly inhales skunk.
Yeah. So
Wanna
what's
come along?
what's the course of action? Going east, going west? Which direction we going?
I would go this way. Let me see if I can ping it. But
Yep.
I would go there
To the
just
east.
to
Gotcha.
confirm. Yeah. I just don't want to be by myself. I don't want to be that player.
I'm coming, little dude.
Okay. All right. So you're going to the east, and somehow you keep spinning your fucking token. I'm not even sure how you're at like a 45-degree angle there.
I don't even know how I could spin my token.
I can't remember the command for it. But just to clarify, you're just checking down the hallway to see if there's anything there.
Basically. Let me see. I'm gonna keep pursuing forward.
Okay.
Oh god, there's a lot more.
Yep, you go down the hallway, and let's pause for a second. Okay. So, like, as you step into the long, dimly lit hallway, the walls are made of cold gray stone, and the air feels musty and stagnant. As you look around, your eyes are drawn to two alcoves on both sides of the corridor. In each alcove, you see a suit of armor. You see their bodies gleaming from the light from the previous room. It's almost as if they're standing guard, waiting for something to happen.
So, it appears this might be the other door side of where those armors were protecting. Although I think I see a few more things. What do you think, group? Want to keep going up, or do you want to go back down and explore further south?
Well, if we can verify that this path leads to the room with the other armor, we can confirm and then move back to where we have not gone yet.
Where the hell is everybody? Is Mavet in the other room still?
I can't move myself.
Okay. Where are you in this situation? Are you like right behind Seer, right behind Aluya, or right behind Eddie?
I'd be closest to Eddie.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Unpause the game. Move where you guys want to. Just want to make sure you guys aren't going to run off as I'm trying to go through my shit here.
Alright. I'll just, being known to be able to investigate things, I'll keep walking forward and not die, hopefully.
Okay. Everyone following?
Hello, soldier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you walk up until the first alcove. You see a suit of armor to your right, and weirdly enough, like as you look to your left, you see like a wall. You see holes in it. Although it's an empty alcove, you see that again, there's something hidden behind it. Nothing of significance though, just cracks and fissures.
I'm a bit on edge. There's things behind situations, but I don't think it's anything.
Seer, your choice. Investigation.
I
Or
choose
insight.
investigation.
Yeah, or insight. Either one.
Definitely investigation since my insight is shite.
Yep, make the roll.
It's happening. Oh my god.
This hallway seems a bit dark. It's just something about that is bothering you. Why is this hallway dark? Like everywhere else, like is just clear and bright. What do you do?
Probably vocalize to the group. It's like, it's rather dark in here.
Yeah, if it's getting darker, it's gonna get harder for me to see. So, I'm just
You do
going
see
to.
you do see a light at the end of the hallway. It's just in this hallway alone. It is just dark.
I'm just gonna cast light. Seer, do you have a shield or something?
I do.
I'm gonna just. Pardon me. I'm just gonna give you a little tap, and cast light on her shield.
Okay.
So you can see better.
I was about to say a light tap would not be the thing I would recommend now, but I get what you mean now.
Pap.
Light on the shield.
Okay.
My investigation, it's not that great. I'll just move forward as if I am not as cautious due to the roll.
We move forward.
It's got bright light in a 20-foot radius, so.
Is everyone following?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. As you enter the center of the hallway, a couple things happen. Suddenly, you hear a loud click. Looking back, you see that there is no junction anymore. That's strange. You see dust around the wall, as if, did that move? You look straight down the hall, and you get a sinking feeling. Oh God, you better hope to God that door is unlocked, as the wall keeps coming closer and closer. We're gonna move into initiative now, and I'm gonna present to you what just happened. Guys, look at the map.
I walked into a hole I shouldn't have walked into.
You'll see that your vision is cut off from the south. I have a little tool for myself, but as you activate this trap, your exit is now closed. And I actually want a little bit of suspense here. No, maybe, yeah, a little bit of suspense. Get us going. Nah, battle music. That sounds more fun. So, we're gonna roll for initiative here. Gonna get everyone situated. Oop. All right. Everyone go into the combat tab, roll your initiative, and I'll tell you what's going to happen here. I'll roll for you, Mabet.
Thank you.
Yeah. Can you actually see what's going on here? Or do you need me to go into a little bit more detail of your positioning?
I'm trying to load it again, but might as well tell me.
You are closest to the wall, that inch close. So within 5 feet of you is the wall that's going to try to keep moving forward. All right. So this is how it's going to work. Is at the start of initiative, that wall is going to move. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. If that reaches the end and you guys can't get out, I will kill the party. Just to tell you, this is a deadly trap. There are no saves. There are no kind of bullshit when you make contact with that wall. Once that wall reaches the other wall, whoever's in between it will die. So that everyone understands this gravity. We're gonna go in order, and it is up to all of you of how you want to deal with this situation. We're gonna start off with Aluya. Aluya, we start off with your turn. You have everything you'd have in a battle encounter initiative. What do you do?
How wide is the hallway currently?
How wide is the hallway? It is 5 feet. Oh,
Okay.
by length, or are you talking width?
Width.
It is exactly how it looks on the map, is 5 feet.
And how wide is my ether sphere? Like if I hold it horizontally?
What is the regular length of a spear? And that is what it shall be. Okay. Now, right now, between 6 to 8 feet. So yeah, I'll give you 6 feet with that spear.
Okay. As I try to move forward, can I place my sphere at the center of the center important point of this hallway to keep it intact?
Okay, so you want to jam it in place to buy your you guys some time. Is what I'm hearing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That sounds good. I can do that. Exactly where you're standing?
I guess at a good midway point.
I believe you are at the midway point.
Okay, so then where I am. So what I'll do is I'll apparate my spear, but instead of it coming to my hand, it's just going to get placed in the center between us, and I'm going to go under it and try and get past the and try to get to the door fast enough to get out.
Okay. To tell you what you just did, because it is a magical item, once it does reach your spear, I will make a roll against your object. If it succeeds against the roll, it's going to have half movement. If it fails, it will stop for 1 turn until the next turn, in which it will break your spear. Do you understand that? You will have an effect on the wall. It's just not a unbreakable spear.
Got it.
Yep. Just want to lay it out that you are making an impact. Just please, for the love of God, remind me that that spear isn't in that location for me.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry. Anything else you're doing? That was. I'll consider that an item interaction. Yep.
Towards the door and open it and trying to get out. Excuse me. Pardon.
You're going to the door. You're trying to open it. Jingle, jingle, jingle. It is locked. And I will say, because you did move your spear and then go to move towards the door, that was 2 item interactions. I'm going to consider that one your main action.
My action.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. How much should I move?
15.
15. So then I'll just move back to where I was.
Okay.
So that's my 30.
Yep.
Excuse me, pardon me.
All
Go
right.
back through the other side or something. This way is locked.
Okay. Mavet, it is your turn. You're closest to the wall. You see it inching closer and closer. It is moving by the foot. What are you going to do?
What
just-
does the ground look like that we're standing?
Carpet and stone. Carved stone.
So
weird
it would be impossible to burrow through.
Do you have a burrow speed?
Yeah, I can get one real quick.
Hmm. Hmm. I don't believe there are restrictions with burrow speed. Let me double check that before I give you a burrow answer. Before I give you a thorough answer. Look at that. Creature can burrow speed and move through sand, earth, dirt, mud, ice. Can't be burrowed through solid rock, work, stone. No, you cannot. Although I can do rule of cool with it, I will not do it with this situation.
Okay. What if I were to break this stone?
You want to try to break the stone. Are you talking about the ground? Are you talking about the wall?
I would say it. It would be.
You're breaking up for me. What?
It would be the.
It would be.
Am I seriously breaking up that much?
Yeah, you're breaking up pretty bad. Would you like me to come back to you in a little bit and go through everyone else? Before, yeah, the next turn initiative. All right. I will say that you're not. We're not going to go with the rules of holding your action, but we're going to treat it as such for everyone else's perspective. Seer, you see Aluya try to go to the door, no luck. You see that Mavet was staring at the ground and he's concocting a plan. What do? You feel very guilty for initiating the situation, I would presume.
Oh yeah, but here's my question. So which way is the wall going to come towards?
The wall
It's just
from the
these walls
south
across
is
the-
going to come to the north.
I mean, there's a few options. One, there's these alcoves,
Yep.
and then people could kind of jump in, which is not a bad thing, but the problem is if it closes fully, then we're kind of like stuck. However, I think the smart decision would possibly ask Owens, as well, if he knew who designed this place, he probably knows how to escape it, correct?
So you're gonna use your bonus action to talk to the big brain.
Correct, and basically that's like we're in a room where a hallway is slowly enclosing us.
Because he's a wealth of information, I'm gonna keep this down to one back and forth containing a couple sentences. Do you understand that? I want to keep this down to around 6 seconds for both ends. So,
Alright, I'm ready.
Yeah. Think about what you want to say. Think about it carefully. Then ask.
I think the thing I will say, because it's pretty straightforward. He knows his layout of the building. And he might remember a hallway that has a trap that slowly encloses and crushes the people traveling south to north. That it's close by to the animated armor room. So I basically would probably say, in trouble here. We're stuck in a room that is slowly collapsing from the south to the north, as it is a trap that was activated as we walked into this room. It's right by the animated armor section. Do you know how to deactivate or how to escape? And that's what I basically say, because hopefully it kind of clicks. I hope I didn't waste my words. But that's how I'm trying to phrase it.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of information. He has his big brain. Quickly clicks. Bam, bam, bam. Oh no. Quickly. There are 4 alcoves. Take out the armor sets. Hide within. It should pass. But you only see 2 alcoves.
Hopefully people enjoy being squished together.
Mm-hmm. Just like I mentioned before, that you can see the dust exuding from the walls opposite of the alcoves. So from Eddie's perspective to his left, there's dust escaping through the cracks, but it's not enough to get it's not a peephole or anything. There's no cracks to truly see within it. Same thing with the right of Seer. A ton of dust is spilling out. Seer, that was your bonus action. What do you do?
Probably yell to Eddie with my free action being like, destroy the armaments, we get into the alcoves. Basically just keeping it short and sweet.
Yeah, because these knights in the alcoves are taking up a lot of room. It doesn't seem feasible to share space with them.
Well, that's why what I'm going to do. I'm okay being able to avoid getting crushed. I might be the only person in the group that can avoid being crushed.
Well, no, I have a way to get out and take one person with me, but that leaves 2 other people stuck.
2 of us can get into the alcoves.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that Dimension Door or Thunderstep?
Dimension door.
Aren't you happy that you got it? Fucking Eddie for the win for that one.
But no, the idea is that, we have ways to escape, but the key thing is, like, for those that can't escape, I have a way to make it so that I can't get crushed. But the people that can get crushed is, like, Eddie, although he could shrink himself into his vape pen. So that's one advantage. Number 2 is that you can escape with Mavet, and then I could get out. But if we can't do that right away in such speeds...
I do apologize. I do like the tactics, but I want to keep things moving along with... usually I'm not one to really hammer down on talking about tactics or getting into specifics. But I feel like in this particular situation, the panic serves a useful function for this disorder. Is there anything else you'd like to do? Is there anything else Is there anything else you'd like to do during your turn, Moo?
Oh my god, I have a trick that it makes us avoid even having to worry about the alcoves.
There you go. Let's see it. Be creative.
Shut up.
Tell me if it works.
Okay.
Before I waste my time. I'm planning to go into the alcove with an armor piece in and cast Rope Trick.
Remind me of the specifics of the spell and what your
I
intentions
can
are.
make a extra dimensional space
Yep.
that could fit at least 8 people.
Okay.
But it basically is I have a rope that goes up to like the ceiling, makes a hole.
Yep.
We all go in, but the only problem is Leah's gonna have to leave the bag of holding.
Okay.
No, she doesn't.
Oh no, it doesn't apply to that?
It's a common misconception, but, like, it's not really... Like, that general, like, thing that's like, oh, if you just, like, put any extra dimensional thing in another extra dimensional thing, like, this will happen. It's like, Wait, I think it. I can't
Oh,
remember if it's either in
it's
the
because rope
description or
trick's not an item, is it? It's a spell specifically.
Yeah, so it's like because like for example, you can bring a like you could bring a bag of holding into a demi-plane, for example.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, just judging by this back and forth, like, again, I'm not too knowledgeable about trick. I'm not seeing the spell description in particular. I would presume, since you really haven't been outspoken about this, Eddie, that it is we're not seeing any sort of ill use of that spell. No sort of exploit. It's within the realms of what can happen here.
But yeah, basically the idea is like I don't need to destroy the statue. I just need us to climb. We could even use the statue to help us get into the dimensional and the extra dimensional space by climbing on the statue and going into the portal. So that's what I might do is walk close to it and look steadily and being like, if they can't destroy the alcoves, have them run over here as I just start doing rope trick.
Okay, doing rope trick. Yep, it is one action. Okay. Just double checking to make sure it won't be affected by this wall. Yep.
Ooh.
I think the way she's avoiding that is that she's trying to put it into the alcove itself. So like,
Yep.
uh,
Okay.
That is the goal, yes.
Okay. Okay. So this is what I'm gonna say. Absolutely, you can absolutely do this. It's no issue. You got your one action. This can absolutely happen. Let me tell you the issue. If you are to do rope trick within this occupied space without taking care of this knight statue, people are gonna have to make checks to climb this rope to get within it. If you can get rid of this knight statue, I will hand wave that check.
Sounds good to me. That means then instead of casting rope trick right away, I just smash the statue and then cast rope trick.
Okay.
So there we go. Alright.
Okay.
Statue's
what
made
you
of
do.
stone or armor?
This is made out of stone. It is extremely heavy and extremely thick.
Trying to see what spell I have. Alright. No time to be generous with my spells.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to melt this thing down with acid.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use, for flavor, I kind of like the idea of instead of using just like Ash's Splash or Tosh's thing for burning a second spell slot, I'm gonna use Melt's Acid Arrow, since I always imagine it being much bigger.
Yep. Okay. Flavor this up for me.
You're gonna see Seer just kind of like go through their vials, like shake it like crazy, and as they are like rapidly shaking it, you can just hear like this awful squealing noise that comes through it. And then when they uncork it, you just see this tons of acid just spewing out of the bottle as if someone like will shake the can of soda and covers the whole entire statue in this acid.
Okay. Okay. 44. Alright. Bring this. Hang on. Yeah, within target. Alright. Don't see it specifying a creature or anything. Seems up to par. Alright. And what level are you casting this at?
Desperate times for desperate measures. I hate to do this, but I'm gonna cast it at 3rd level.
Because you're expending a 3rd level spell slot, I will say it does destroy the statue. So flavor it out for me.
Yeah. So basically, as this like sprouting bottle of acid spews over this thing, you just see this massive stone structure just slowly dissolve as pieces fall to the ground and disintegrate into this horrific black gunk and ooze of leftovers that's soft and squishy. but it isn't like gelatinous. It's very much like the stone is just breaking down into fine sediments.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
And then I walk into the alcove and get ready to cast my next spell.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Before we get on to Eddie, my vet, yeah, are you good enough to talk? You doing good? Like, would you like to tell me what your plans are?
Yeah, I'm assuming my voice isn't as good.
It sounds perfect. You're doing fine.
Okay, I'm using my phone. So what I will
Okay,
do
now I can
is
hear it.
I will
Yes.
trap. Okay.
Yeah.
I will use the 35 feet of movement to go towards the door.
20 foot. Okay.
I can't move it.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. You're moving 20 feet forward. Can just stop fucking around with it. I got it.
I'm not moving. I'm not touching at all.
Oh, I apologize. That's Seer.
There's a scary ghost lady there.
Yep. Okay, so you said 20 feet forward?
35 feet all the way to the door.
Yep. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Hang on. Put you there for a second. Then you're all the way to the door. What are you doing?
Okay, what is the door made of? Is it wood or is it full metal?
Full metal.
I will use my action to wild shape into a spider
Yep.
and crawl under the door.
There is no gap.
Is there a keyhole?
There is no keyhole. There is no knob.
Then I will use my bonus action to get out of the spider form.
That's perfectly fine.
So that uses both actions, and I will use the remainder 10 feet to get towards where Seer is.
Okay.
I mean, you could have just stayed the spider. That just would have guaranteed you were able to fit in whatever space.
It is.
Oh, well.
It is an option. But let's keep moving forward here.
I got one more. I got one more use of it if I need to,
It's-
but that would
perfectly.
use all my resources.
Yeah, I was gonna say I like the panic of it. Like this is an unnatural situation, and you're starting to get deja vu of death.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
That will end my turn.
Sir. All right, Eddie. It is now your turn. What do you do?
Well, Eddie had plenty of ideas, but like since everybody's like gone with a very specific train of thought,
Yep.
I think he'll probably just have to. Come on.
There we go.
Oh, no, things are slowing down on my end.
Yep.
Wonder if this is a foundry problem.
Hmm.
Seriously, there's like an after image of where Eddie's token is.
No, that's purposeful. That's from the module to indicate your original point.
Well, in which case, I guess he's not going to try to take up much of other people's like space. I think he's just going to have like Eddie move over here and just like keep ready for when things start moving. So that'll have to be his turn, I guess.
Okay.
He had other ideas for what he was going to do with his turn, but yeah.
Yeah. Now, before we get on to Luya, let's talk about the wall. So, as you guys begin to panic, make up quick plans, Seer's ingenuity really shining here. You guys do see the wall move 10 feet forward. And It's getting uncomfortably close as it is nearing the first two alcoves in the hallway. It is now Aluya. Aluya, it's getting really close to that spear of yours.
Alright, so above table. So we're going with this rope trick plan?
I mean, no issues of getting hurt, as well as you could even recover your spear and just run back to grab. Well, then again, no, wait, you have Ogre Gauntlets, so you can move at your full speed. It just means you have to burn your action as a reaction to kind of run and climb up.
Alright.
I mean, your action to make the reaction. Sorry.
Is that where Mavet has moved? Are you already in it? Because I don't see you.
I'm in the alcove.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will do that. I will,
For the sake of everyone, just to know, the ceiling is 15 foot high, even in an alcove.
Okay.
Yep.
I will
Just for
move in
reference.
and climb in, and I will ready to remove my spear so it doesn't break, but I just want to make sure that everyone who needs to gets a chance to move on through before I make it disappear.
Okay, I'm going to say item interaction, one movement, and unfortunately, you cannot end your turn on an ally square, though.
Okay.
But yes. So you're readying an action to climb that rope when it appears.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Sounds good to me. Anything else on your turn? It sounds about like you got everything sifted. I bet. Your turn. What do you do? If you're talking, buddy, I can't hear you.
I was using my mic on
Yep.
my computer like a dumbass.
There you go.
So I will go right up to the closing wall.
Okay. I can do that for you. What are you going to do?
Then I will use my last wild shape to turn into a spider and go hide on the top of the armor.
Yep. Can do. Wild shape, hiding on top of the armor. Kind of looks like a, what you call it? A tumbleweed. There you go. Anything else on your
And
turn?
Is this one made out of stone as well?
The wall that's approaching?
No, the armor.
Yes. They are all made out of stone.
Then I will climb all the way to the top of the ceiling just to see if there's anything interesting up there.
Yeah, you climb up to the top of the ceiling. Nothing interesting. You all
Okay,
done?
and
All right.
I'll end my turn.
Okay. Seer, it is now your turn. Flavor it up for me.
You're gonna see the strangest thing, Galuya. You're gonna see them basically pull out their screwdriver that they've been carrying around, their multi-tool. And they're just gonna start like spinning it around like as if they're unscrewing it. And eventually when they unscrew it, you just see a weird tool that attaches to it as they just stab the roof and try to attaching the rope to the little screw multi-tool. And eventually they pull out these massive amounts of concoctions they've been collecting, and then they just start putting them into this like small little basin that they had pulled out. And then once they have it all set up, they just literally fling it up to the ceiling, and instead of it raining down, it just makes this weird hole up here.
That's awesome.
And then they look to you and being like, let's go, as they climb up.
You're so cool.
All right. Seer and Aluya, using her reaction, climb the rope. Flavor this climb up a little for me. Like, what kind of style do you guys have climbing the rope, and what does this rope trick extra dimension look like for Seer? Like, how does she construct this? What does it actually look like when you guys get in?
Let's see. I'll only look at the description so I can make sure I give a good description.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah,
need to be.
no,
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't need to be entirely accurate with dimensions. I'm more curious about the flavor of how Seer's rope trick would look.
Oh, that's what I'm trying to get at. So, like, basically, this room, as you kind of go in, it is kind of squarish. It seems a little boring, but what makes it kind of spooky to you, Aaliyah, is that it kind of looks like, I would say, charcoal walls. And then you see little lights of, like, what seems to be glowing yellow along it. And then it kind of clicks into, it looks like Seer's skin in the room. Basically with, like, the weird molten look.
All right. And I assume that's the end of your turn?
Yep, I basically am not going to do anything else until I have Eddie and Mavette in there.
Okay. Eddie, just flavor it up for me. Like, we don't really have too much danger now that everyone is secured. Like, how's this look? What are you doing?
I mean, like, the best way I could describe it more is just like, because Eddie, let's start walking, but then, like, the hole. Like,
Hang on, can you repeat that? You cut out a little bit for me.
it's like, rather than running,
Yep.
Eddie is going to continue just like walking, but as he starts approaching the hole proper, like Eddie is actually basically just gonna like shove him, like to make him go faster.
Yeah, there you go.
That's pretty much it. There's nothing left to be undone there.
Okay. And just to clarify, in case I missed it, are you going up the rope trick as well?
I mean, the opening was made. You might as well use it.
Yep. Gotcha. All right. Sierra, if you want to have the honors of like telling me how this looks as you guys succeed in surviving this trap and the wall passes you all.
I mean, and they said the wall would pass eventually, right?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, the idea is like everybody goes in, they see this room that looks like molten, like textured, similar to how like Seer looks. And then Seer just kind of lays back and goes like, well, we were comfy here for about a little bit, an hour. And I think by the time the wall goes back, we'll be all right. But it seems like the alcove also has little gaps here and there. So we could also investigate it without any trouble. And then as
Yeah, I
they
was
kind of
thinking of like putting some wind through it just to clear all the dust so we could see, but you know.
Mm-hmm.
right, but then you'll see the wall slowly pass as you could watch it from the small window.
Mhm.
And now,
Yeah.
due to Seer's shield being the only source of light, once the wall passes through, the alcove becomes dark and only illuminated as like a little 5x5 room.
Not exactly. As the wall passes, there is nothing behind it. And eventually, as you guys get out and look around, you see that the door to the north is covered by said wall. And to the south, that there is something interesting. It looks like there is a door to the far south. Almost the far southeast of this entire facility.
Well, there we go.
What do you guys do as we are nearing the
You
end
know
of this
what?
session?
I think I get it.
Like as Eddie gestures toward the door that just got sealed.
Somebody trying to come in from that side, if they didn't know what to do, they'd be kept from going this direction and they'd have to go the long way around.
Or be squished.
Honestly, I want to give you inspiration for understanding the architecture and the point of that. Go take it. That's a damn good introduction, and you are spot on. What do you guys do?
Hey, bro, where'd you go?
As Mavet just skitters down from the ceiling, hops onto the head of the stone armor piece, and as he goes to hop off, he transforms back into Mavet. Says, "Here I am, little bro."
Ah, there you are. Hey, look, we found a new door.
Gestures behind them.
There you go.
I'll let
I
someone
think
else
I would
take
take the
charge.
lead to go and open said door.
Okay. Who's going to take the lead?
Thank you. I don't want to keep you the one setting off everything. I did enough damage.
Mm-hmm. What order do people enter the room in? Is it as I see it? Mavet, followed by Seer, followed by Eddie, followed by Aluya?
Huh? I'm sorry. I'm reading something. Yes, whatever
Okay.
that is.
Don't skip
Yeah.
Eddie.
And Eddie. Couldn't forget Eddie.
Look, I need to push this joke as long as I possibly can.
Yep. Yep. We'll say. Peckins was... I want to say Peckins got cut off from this hallway when it started. Mm-hmm. But he is in the hallway and gives you guys a feathery hello. With the, or at least a wave of his wing.
Oh, good. I was wondering where you went.
Keep going south, Rakuzan. You can go past that wall. The only reason it's there is so you guys aren't aware that there is something hidden.
Okay. And just to make sure, I was able to retrieve my spear, right?
Retrieve your spirit? Yes, you were. If you wouldn't have mentioned it, I would have destroyed it without thinking about it. Or at least thinking twice about it.
It's bugging out for me, so I
Yeah,
can't.
that's fine. Do you open up the door to the south?
Yes, I open it up carefully.
Okay. Okay. You open up carefully. And as you do, you see something magnificent. You see so as you step into this dimly lit chamber, your eyes are just drawn to the centerpiece of this room. It's a shimmering silver pool, and it is surrounded by an obsidian fountain. You see the water cascading from the mouth of a stone dragon, filling the chamber with a gentle sound of trickling water. You approach it? Yes, you do. As you approach the pool, you feel a tingle in the air, as if the very fabric of time and space were being woven before your eyes. The surface of the pool begins to shift and swirl, revealing glimpses of distant lands and far-off times. Past and future seems to converge here. Do you look around in this room, or is your eye solely focused onto the pool?
Well, are those things in the corner giving off water like a water fountain, you said?
No. Do you look around the room? Because what's directly in front of you is the fountain. If you look around the room, I can give you a little bit more.
Yeah, I'll look around.
As you look around, you notice 2 black mirrors around you, each adorned with like a silver trim, standing
Want to make
guard.
sure not to look into the mirror part. The reflection part, if it's a mirror.
Okay. Perfectly fine. So despite their elegance, there's something unsettling about them, though. Yes, you see the pools. Does anyone follow?
I'll
Follow specifically
follow.
just like into the room, or
Yes.
Yeah, like into
Because
the room.
again, like I always say, where you guys are on the map is where you guys are. I want you guys to move around as if you were moving.
Oh, also
Yeah.
when the hallway's plugged, it's just like gotta
Yeah,
wait.
yep, I know. That's why I'm motioning people here. Yes. So I assume, Seer, you're looking at the pool. Good old Eddie looking right at the pool. We got Aluya looking at the pool.
Basically.
Yep. Gotcha.
Oh, hey, look. Is this like the pool that Owen mentioned before?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, it's like molten silver in this pool. It is weird. You honestly, like, as the silence gets a bit deafening, you can almost hear the sound of a ticking clock going forward, then reversing, then going forward with this distorted sounds. What do you guys do?
I will put my hand over the pool and see if any warmth is coming off.
Absolutely none. You feel no temperature change. It's as if you're touching... Yeah, it's as if you're touching air itself.
So is it a liquid?
It is liquid. It's just there is no
Then-
temperature change.
Okay, so I will, as my hand is extended on top of it, I will slowly turn my wrist over so my hand is cupped,
Yeah.
and then lower it into the pool of liquid.
Mm-hmm.
I will take a sip from my hand of the liquid.
Okay. Make me a charisma saving throw.
So like in our next episode of
Yeah.
a player drinking weird liquids.
Yep. Player drinking liquids. I know. I was thinking the exact same thing.
Well, I'm thinking I'm the best suited for it since I technically don't need to eat or drink. So I don't know if that'll do anything for me. You said
Okay.
saving throw?
Yep, saving throw.
With advantage because I don't need to eat or drink.
Nope. Is a straight ass roll. How much do you get?
To fill a load. 13.
Roll me a D100.
Oh no.
Yay, this is fun.
I just want to see if he rolls the one where he just pops into a ball of glitter and it's just like, yep, you need a new character.
It's like, and you're gay again.
Yep. What's the total?
54.
54? You have that inner voice within you again. And it just repeats again and again and again until it is the foundation of your character. I don't like the way people judge me all the time, as you have an indefinite madness.
Well, damn.
And just to explain why, you feel like a current going through your body, and as if a part of you was lost in time. And as your personality, your spirit tried to heal, tried to react, it got replaced with something else from someone else. Make sure to write that down.
From our character's perspective, does he seem off when he did the thing he did?
He looks like a tree monster that just drank a strange liquid. I'm not sure what more off he could look. With this, he's not acting in an erratic way. It is just a change to his personality. Unless he RPs it immediately, it is not really noticeable. Besides the fact that he drank foreign fluid.
I'll just say, oh my god, why'd you say it like that? Basically, no, I would just, Sierra would be like, is it good? You alright?
Did you gather answers that you did not know before?
The way they're looking at you,
Whoa!
Lovette.
When did I get here?
No. You don't like the way that they're looking at you. They're judging you. Look at their eyes. They're
Whoa
looking
there.
down on you. Are you even their equal?
I suggest you all lower your gaze and not be so demeaning towards me.
Sierra looks confused as
What a
they
switch!
Sierra doesn't look at, like, eye contact. It's like, but I'm not staring at you. Wait, what?
So, where is Sierra looking? You looking into the pool?
I was kind of looking into the pool, but the mirror also caught my attention pretty good.
Okay.
But when I saw him drink the water, that's when I looked into the pool.
Okay. That's perfectly fine.
Well, you don't need to worry about that. We're just investigating if the properties of the water are fine.
Oh, what? You don't think I did a good enough job?
I mean, that's why I'm asking how you feel.
I feel great. Why does everyone have to think I feel bad? Do I have to constantly wear a smile on my face?
You could smile.
Oh, so now you're gonna make jokes at my expense. I see how it is.
Doesn't look like they're laughing, just kind of like looks confused.
Seer,
Oh,
you
what?
notice,
Now you don't speak common?
Seer, you notice something in particular about Mavet. Please check your DMs. Do not mention it to the other players.
Oh, don't worry. I'm just kind of
Yep.
making
Gotcha.
it quiet.
Gotcha. Go on.
So, you good, Mavet? Like, I want to figure out how to use this chamber too to ask a question or get an answer. Did you ask anything before you drank it and then you got an answer, or you do it simultaneously, or what?
But I'm not just gonna have you asking me questions like I'm an idiot. Find out for yourself. And then I scoop up another handful and shove it towards Luya's face. Not trying to splash it on her.
Where are you looking? Are you looking in the pool at all, Luya?
I was, yeah. Because I'm fascinated by it.
Okay. Just to make sure that your eyes didn't deviate, like you're not looking anywhere else from the sudden action. Your eyes are still either on Mavet and in the pool.
The pool.
Okay, got you.
Well, drinking it seems to be a problem like me trying to stick my hand in the barrel, so...
Okay, I get it. So I'm a problem for trying to help everyone out by drinking it.
What? No, that's not what I said at all. If anything, I'm a problem. I do stupid stuff all the time.
Yeah, I see that.
Okay.
Sears immune to fire damage, but she felt that one.
I did. Ilya, do you need... I don't have ice.
Moo. One more time. Read that carefully. What's Eddie doing during this? I've been hearing a lot from the other players. Are you just watching this all unfold?
So, like, I'm starting to get a lot of vibes in here, so, like, maybe I'm just gonna, like, step outside while you guys, like, look in the pool or whatever.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're not gonna look at the pool at all?
As at least as far as Eddie was concerned, like this was more of an Aluya thing that like Owen had promised she could do.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Got you. I know we're running a little bit long here, but we're nearly done. Okay.
I was gonna ask to speak with
Oh,
Owen.
hey,
but
Mr.
let's just
Peckett,
talk
you're
to
still
Owen.
here?
Yeah.
What do you think you're doing, you dumb bird? You just hear outside the room. And he gives you a hug.
Uh-huh.
I was worried about you guys.
Owen? Can you hear me?
Yes, Aluya. What can I do for you?
I think I'm in your scrying pool room.
Ooh, excellent.
What do I do to get the information I'm looking for?
Isn't it simple? You
Not
look
really.
down. The scrying pool will tell you, will show you a location and a time frame. All you need to do is tell it the location and the time frame, and the rest will resolve itself.
Okay. Out of character specifically, what is the time frame from when that incident happened? I know the location. It was in the temple and like the rec room area, but when specifically?
Let's see. Happen. I'm gonna say. We're gonna say. Well, actually, it's more important. What is the season that your trainees
They
when does
come
that take place?
at the start of spring.
Start of spring. Okay, we'll say 2 years ago in spring. We won't worry about the month, but I assume Aluya would know the location, the time, and you can look into this pool and ask it such. Mavet, what are you doing as she's doing this? Actually, I want to know, Seer and Mavet, what are you two doing as she's having this conversation?
Of course, this fourth wall voice in my head keeps asking me what to do, like I don't know what to do next. Mavet, would... Well, when I heard Eddie talk, did I feel any different when he talked compared to everyone else talking because of our connection to something?
Eddie, would it be fair to say that Again, I don't want to put emotions or words into Eddie's mouth. Would it be fair to say that you're disappointed with the way he's acting? Or, sorry, I should rephrase that. What strong emotion would Eddie be feeling in this moment when he decided, I'm just going to leave the room?
Well, it's pretty much as he said, kind of like
Yeah.
out loud, but it's just like suddenly, like the room just became filled with like a lot of bad vibes, and he was just like looking to get out of it.
It actually hurts. You might be a bad vibe. Get that sensation. Yeah, I was gonna say
let me rephrase
it's
it. Does it mean that do I feel like Eddie is looking down upon me as much as or at all like Seer and Luya? Or if it's the same for everyone in the party.
Let me put it this way. And I know this is gonna be confusing as hell, and fuck you, Mega. Eddie, with your condition, would feel like he's judging you. Eddie is immune to that. Immune to even the thought of that. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, Eddie he doesn't care if people look down on him. It doesn't
No,
faze
I'm
him.
just saying that your insanity isn't affecting your perception of Eddie, but is affecting your perception of Eddie.
Bond.
Yep. This is specify Echo Knight Eddie, regular Otter Eddie. Again, jump in at any time, Mega, if you feel like I'm misleading him. But I feel like that'd be the interaction between the condition and with the way that you've made Eddie.
Well, I guess my action would be to go look in the mirror and see if I have like something on my face, or why is everyone treating me like dog water.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good to me. Yeah, you look in the mirror. Still the same old you. You really can't make out, like, what is different about you? Why are people treating you this way?
Punch.
You want to punch the mirror?
Let Aluya finish.
Yeah,
because I feel like
because you're doing a lot, and again, I don't mean to take away your player agency, but I would like to see what Luya does first before you make any affirmative action like that. Okay. Sorry, Aluya.
That's okay.
You begin. What do you say? What do you do? Flavor it up for me, please.
I'm just just focusing on this pool. I go on my knees and kind of peer into it a little better, and I kind of whisper to myself, "Show me that day in Aeolus at the temple in the rec hall to spring. Show me what happened that day with the children."
You see, like, the you see the fountain begin to bubble and ripple, and as you look deeper and deeper into the silver, you see a perfect reflection of yourself, much like the mirrors. But as you begin to look deep within this reflection, you see darkness. And then, like, I want to imagine, like, the camera pans up to Aluya's face, real Aluya's face, in this room right now, as her two friends beside her, and the look of shock on your face, as we will reveal what has happened next session, because that is a hell of a cliffhanger. All right. Thank you so much for joining us today. This is where we're going to end our session. Have a wonderful night.
This has been House Common Blood. The intro and outro music is Oh My Dog by Savick, and any other music and sound effects used in this episode are royalty free. Credits can be found in the episode description. Please review us on whatever podcast listening app you happen to be using. And if you like us, tell other people. Word of mouth is the best way for us to grow. Thank you for joining us. Where is the fire?